Oh, I did it again. I always do this. I got to take the overlay down. What's up, everybody? How is it going? I am your host, Melanie Dyann Howe. Oop, I forgot to change something. I had to check a setting. Yes, you can hear me. Okay. Whew. I had to make sure I had the right audio setting for y'all. So, hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Ask StreamYard show. I'm your host, Melanie Dyann Howe, back again for another episode where we are going to dive down into a topic. You can ask me questions. I will answer as many as I can. Today, we're going to be talking about one of StreamYard's newer features, which is the looping video feature. And if you're like, what the heck is she talking about? Have no fear. I'm definitely going to show you. We will go dive into that. We will check it out. So, hello. We got people from Dallas, Texas. We got Pakistan. Man, we have people from South Florida. All kinds. Oh, I love this. Bowling with the Fef says, this is going to be loopalicious. I love it. 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 All right. We got Zimbabwe in the house. My goodness. Well, what's up, Rachel Johnston? We haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you again. Okay. All right, let's jump in here. We're going to have some fun. This is going to be a good topic today because seriously, this is just, I feel like this feature opens up some opportunities for everyone to do more. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to explain what this feature is, and then we're also going to talk about why and how you can use it, some scenarios, right? Because I know last week on the show, we talked about it. I briefly brought it up, and there were a couple people, and I gave some examples. And they're like, "Oh, I've been sitting here thinking, like, what would I use that feature for?" So we're going to talk about that. It's going to be fantastic. So, all right, here we go. We got Toronto in the house. We got North Georgia in the house. Absolutely love it. Okay, Savannah, Georgia. Abilene, Texas. Let me say that correctly. All right, let me see here. Okay. So here's the deal. The looping video feature is a feature where inside of StreamYard, you can actually checkbox that you want your videos to loop. Now, something I really want to make sure everybody understands is in order to use the video feature inside your studio, you do have to be on one of our paid plans. So if you're on the free plan, you're not going to see an ability for you to upload your own videos and to be able to loop these videos like that. So definitely one of those things I want to make sure everybody is clear on so that we are all on the same page. Carinder wants to know what the weather is like in the studio. Here, it's a perfect 72 degrees, 71 degrees. Outside, it's a little warmer. Today is much better. It was like 99 degrees on Wednesday. And I got to sit in a softball stands and watch my daughter play softball, 99 degrees. That was not my favorite moment in my life. That's all I'm going to say. It was not my favorite moment in my life. It's, probably not hers either, but we got through it, right? So it's all good to go today. So first, let me touch base. Let me make sure everybody understands really, really quick that this is our Ask StreamYard show. And so this is where we're going to do Q&A about a specific feature. As I mentioned today, it's going to be about this looping. Well, it's not always about a feature. Sometimes I just take a question that I know y'all have or a question that somebody's posted and we take a deep dive on it. But today, we're going to be talking about a feature because I know people have questions about this feature. Many of you don't even know this feature exists. We're going to talk about that. Also, I'm going to share with you how you can make sure you know about all the latest features and product updates because I think there's also another thing that a lot of you aren't aware of. So I'm going to make sure you know where you can actually get subscribed to get these alerts on all these cool new features coming out. If you have a feature request, I want you to go over to StreamYard.com/contact and you can submit a form there. And that is actually where we get great ideas like the looping video feature. This is something that people were asking for and our developers said, okay, let's do it. And so they added this feature to the mix. They're not going to accept all of your ideas, but they're going to accept many of them as long as they fit into the 3 pillars of StreamYard's, the core 3 pillars. Okay, so we're going to be diving in. Let's check it out. I was going to have something on my screen and I forgot to get that ready. So I'm going to get it ready for you all. Okay, actually, is that what I want? Yes, this is what I want. I want to be in here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to open up the StreamYard Studio and I'm going to show you where you can see this feature, okay? So we're going to jump in. I'm going to share my screen. Sharing my screen, so easy to do when you are using StreamYard. Okay, here is the StreamYard Studio. It's blank. I'm not in the studio. As you can see, I'm down here. I have my camera turned off. But this is what the studio looks like. Out to the right, of course, you have your brand. Let me just make this a little bigger so y'all can see this a little better. So out here, you have your brand tab, your banners, all that stuff. When you go to the brand tab, this is where, again, as long as you're on a paid plan, you can upload your own overlays. You can also upload video clips. Now, one thing that's really fun is that you can also upload Gifs in the overlay section. They just have to be 3 megabytes or less for Gifs. This sometimes makes your quality of the GIF file a little bit, meh. That's what we'll say. Meh. That's what I'll say right there, okay? So those of you that have been wanting to use GIF files, looping sort of overlays, and you've been kind of frustrated at the limitation because of that 3 megabyte, this show is going to make you very excited because the looping video feature will actually allow you to do the same thing at a higher quality. So as you can see here, you can upload your own clips. We've got our countdown timers. We have all kinds of fun things that we use for our video clips. You can now select to loop a video clip. All you have to do is checkbox your loop feature right here. So when you have this checked, any video is actually going to automatically restart after it's over. So what does this mean? So right now, if you upload a video clip and you play the video clip, it's going to play. It's going to completely cover the entire screen and it is going to play over anything else on screen. Okay, so if you're still in the studio, it's going to play over you. If there's any audio in that video clip, your mics will automatically be muted. You and any guests you have in the studio will automatically be muted and that video will play over you. At the end of the video, it will automatically go away from the screen and you or whatever's still in the studio will show back up on screen and your audio will be turned back on. Now you can manually turn off your audio if you want to talk during a video clip that has audio. That is certainly a way that you can do that. But it will automatically go away. And one of the recent updates that was made to the video feature, video clips feature inside StreamYard Studio was the fact that we now have a progress bar, which I know personally, I really, really find valuable. For example, sometimes I will end my streams with a thank you for watching, kind of thing. And honestly, there's been a couple times where that video was done and I was like, oh, and I was like, it ended and it went away. And I was like, oh crap. I don't have like an inner timer in my head. Well, now there is a, let's see here. Here we go. I'm going to show this to you full screen so you see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to play this video. Now watch right here. Do you see this progress bar right here at the bottom going across? Also, look, you also have a timer right there as well that shows you, 2 seconds left, and it goes away. So if you're on the stream, again, let's go ahead and turn my camera on. If you're in the stream and then you play a video, it will cover you. It'll mute your mic if there's audio. Right now, I'm not muted. And when this video is done, guess what happens? You're back on screen. You are here. So you better be ready. Don't be picking your nose. Don't be taking a drink of whatever you're drinking. Just be very cautious about those types of things. The progress bar is awesome. Now, when we use the loop feature right here, it is not going to come down until you deselect the video. So if we click the loop feature and I play that same video, it is going to restart after the 10 seconds of this video is over. So this is the loop feature that is now available. Now watch. Started over, didn't it? Your progress bar is there, so you know when it's going to start over. Same thing with the timing. It is going to keep going until you deselect the video. When you deselect the video, you are back on screen. It comes away just like that. So what does this do? This gives you the ability to have a little bit more flexibility in maybe some of the animated overlays that maybe you've been using. For example, maybe a be right back screen, or maybe you were just pulling up a static overlay and you wished it could have been some sort of animated cool thing that could have just, hey, maybe it's a 20-second video, but sometimes you need 30 seconds or sometimes you need 45 seconds for whatever it is that you're using it for, right? Now you can use this loop feature and you don't have to worry about rushing back, being ready to be on screen when the video's over. It's just going to restart. So as we showed here, I'm curious if I turn it off mid-play, is it going to stop? I bet it does. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So you can also turn the loop off. So you can start playing that video, turn the loop off. So start it. You say, I want it to loop. And then when you're ready to be back and you still want it to end at the same point, then you would just turn the loop off. So at that point you say, I want to turn it off. I'm ready to get back and going. And you know now that when that progress is over, you're back on screen. So be ready because it's showtime. So that is how the looping feature works. So it's really kind of cool. I mean, okay, so again, many people have said, well, okay, I use countdown timers for my videos. I'm not going to loop a countdown timer. Probably not. I mean, you could, but probably not really the greatest idea, right? You definitely want to make sure that you're thinking about how you can use this. Now, there are some really cool ways that you can use this looping video feature, as I mentioned. So prior, you could upload an animated GIF file if you wanted to add just a little extra pizzazz or sauce, as I like to say, to your productions, right? So, but they had to be less than 3 megabytes, which means typically the resolution wasn't always the greatest. You had to be, you really were limited. You couldn't really use video and loop, in a GIF. You had to kind of like use some, just sticker animations and things like that. Really pretty minimal quality, to be honest with you. So what this does is it actually allows you to create a higher quality version of the same thing. So I want to talk about that with y'all as well. I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to open up Canva and I'm going to show you how you can make a couple of these types of screens so that we can talk about it. So if you are just now joining us, we are talking about using the looping video feature inside StreamYard. In fact, I just showed how this feature works, how you implement it, how you turn it on. And next, I'm actually going to be talking about ways that you might want to use the looping video feature. And I'm going to show you how to make a little video that you could set to loop in your StreamYard studio. Also, I'm going to be telling you about how you can actually stay up to date on all of the latest and greatest StreamYard features, product updates, product fixes, news, whatever it is. Something that I just think that hardly anybody knows about because honestly, even I didn't know about it until recently. Even me. I didn't even know about it until recently. So I want to make sure that you know about it because I'm very excited about it. Okay, so let me check in on the comments for everybody. If you have questions about today's topic, do me a favor, put a Q in front of your question. I will look for it. Let's keep it to today's topic, which is using the looping video feature, or even I'll go ahead and say, if you want to talk about using video clips in your streams, let's talk about that too. So that's what today's topic is. So if you have questions about it, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'm going to check on the comments now to see what you all think about the fun looping video feature, right? Let's see. I feel like I saw. So also, real quick, want to make sure everybody knows the video clips is only available if you're on a paid plan. So if you're on the free plan, you can't use custom backgrounds, custom overlays, or video clips in your studio. Those are just some of the limitations to the free plan. You can do all kinds of things with the free plan. You can have guests in your stream. You can still display comments. You can display banners. You can do all kinds of great things. You cannot multi-stream and you cannot customize your stream with custom branding. You can change the color of your banners. You can change that to whatever you want, but you can't upload your own custom logo. And of course, as I said, you can't do the other features as well. So, okay, let's see here. Oh, which camera are you using right now? I'm using the ZV-E10, the Sony ZV-E10. I also have a Sony a6100. Sometimes I feel like I like that one better. I feel like maybe I just have the color and everything dialed in better to it. I'm not really sure. We're gonna go back to the ZV-E10 though, because that's right in front of me and that's the camera I have set up. So let me see here. I know I saw a couple questions. Ooh, good questions. Questions are coming in. I love it. I love it. Okay, good deal. I'm gonna scroll up, make sure I didn't miss any questions because I did see, I think I saw Andrew had a question. Let's see. Yes, Andrew has a couple questions. Just making sure. Great feature idea. I love it. You should submit that feature idea. Go to StreamYard.com/contact, fill out the form, and you can definitely check that out. Shout out to Cynthia from Purgatory Paranormal of New York. It's good to see you. Definitely want to say hi to Joanne Banco as well. She's here hanging out with us. Okay. I think I have a few questions. I'm going to go ahead and tackle those really quick. I'm going into my starred comments, another feature I love. So Andrew wants to know, can you add a looping video to the background? As of right now, no, you cannot do that. So the looping video is just for the video clips, which as I showed you is that overlay video, right? What Andrew's referring to is that you can create a custom background for your show, but you can't right now use video clips. They have to either be a PNG, a JPEG, or you can use a GIF file, but it has to be 3 megabytes or less. So you're gonna run into that same kind of challenge I talked about earlier where you can't use like real high-end videos or things like that. You're really limited to some of the quality because of that 3 megabyte cap on those GIF files. So great question. Certainly could be something that could come down the road later, maybe on our professional plan or even our business plan. But for now, right now, you cannot upload videos to the background, but it would be super cool. It would be super great. I'm a fan of that. I would like to see that happen personally. Dan and Gage, are you listening? Let's go. Okay, so good question though. Love it. So Data is King says, how long can a video clip be? So your maximum size for your video clips can be 60 minutes, which is really long. That's really long. Is that right? Hold on. Because the other thing that I always have to keep in mind is that my studio is actually a little beefier than your professional plan. Let me see if I can find the actual answer for that for you. Because I think, let me just back up. Let me just see if I can find the answer to that really quick. Because I know that, first of all, you have a maximum file size and you do have a maximum length of time on that. So let me go to... Let me see if I can figure that out. I feel like it's in our chart. Let me just look really quick. All right. Backgrounds, overlays. I don't see it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come back to you on that question. Data is king, but you do have a limitation. I do know that. Here's what you can do. Here's what I know you can do. When you're in your studio, all you have to do is you go right here to video clips, hover over that question mark and it's going to give you the specifications. Okay, so it's going to tell you the size, maximum file size, 1200 megabytes, max video length, 60 minutes. Again, I think that's correct. That could be a business plan feature. And then of course your MP4 is what is accepted. No other types of feature of file types are accepted there. So good question. All right. Does the loop option mute? Does the loop option mute your mic audio? So if it's on loop, so the loop feature, the looping feature does not affect the audio muting. What this is when you have a video file that has audio, okay? A video file that has audio, it is, when you play that, when you click on that video, it will automatically mute your microphone. That is on purpose. That is a feature that I love because honestly, nobody needs to have a hot mic in the background when the video is playing, right? So the looping feature doesn't turn that on or off. It doesn't toggle that. It doesn't change that. If your video file does not have any audio, the video file that you play, if it doesn't have any audio, it is not going to mute your microphone. Okay, so it's not going to mute your mic. It is going to, you are still going to have audio coming through unless you mute your mic yourself. Okay, so but the looping feature does not have any effect on that. Let's see. Okay, I think those were some questions I had early on in the, oh, okay, there we go. There's the answer. Thank you. So again, the problem is that what I see in my studio is different than what most people have. Now, if you're on the business plan, you do have 60 minutes or a higher megabyte file. So it looks like, thank you so much, MPI, 200 megabytes, 10-minute max. So there you go. That's it. And Wes also chimed in. Appreciate that for sure. So let's see. You have to be on the higher plan if you want that longer. Yeah. Okay. Everybody's chiming in. Thank you for helping me out, everybody. I appreciate it. It's Kashini is here. Hello. Good to see you. Glad you are joining us live. Okay. Let me see if I had any other questions that came in while I was answering those questions. Let's see. I think I do. Okay, so got a question here from one of our users in our Facebook group. How do I upload video clips or create clips to use? I only have the 30-second intro clip. So it's possible that you are on the free plan. So all plans include the 30-second countdown timer, which looks like this. So that everybody has that in their plan, no matter whether you are on a paid plan or a free plan. You have to be on a paid plan in order to upload your own. I don't know why. I totally don't know why I clicked that. So that could be possibly why, if you're only seeing that, you have to upload your own clips. It's very easy to do. Just make the files and upload them in. I'm going to show you how to make a file, a fun one here pretty soon. So good question though. Okay, let's see here. Topics. So does StreamYard have a playlist feature? This would augment the loop feature quite well. So I'm not totally sure what you mean by playlist. However, you can create brand folders, and within each brand folder, you can have a unique set of overlays and videos. And in your videos, you can rearrange those videos. So I'll show you really quickly here. So inside the studio right here are your video clips. You can rearrange them as well. You can change them. So if you wanted to, I typically, if I do have a certain type of show where I have multiple clips I'm going to be showing, you bet your ears, you bet your ears. Oh, it's Friday. It's Friday, everybody. You can believe that I will reorder them and put them in the order that I'm going to be using them. So the countdown at the top, and then, thank you for watching towards the bottom, but I will use all my little video clips. You can reorder them. So that's kind of like a playlist, right? Now, you also can have brand folders. So up here at the top, you can actually create a new brand, demo. And then once you do that, as you see, everything goes back to the drawing board. So you can upload another, a unique set. So if you have multiple shows that you're trying to prepare ahead for, you could actually create a different brand for each show, let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you're like, I just want to pre-work, but I don't want to have to put them all in the studio. So you're batching your work. You can make a brand folder for each show and upload all your clips to each of those folders. And then when you're done, you can either delete that brand folder or, swap those videos out for the next week's batch of shows. So it's not a playlist per se, but it kind of is in a way when it comes to those video clips. So I love the way your brain's working though. I love that when you guys are kind of like thinking about all that stuff and kind of getting creative with certain features and all kinds of things. But that hopefully helps you about how you'd be able to use that list of videos kind of like a playlist. So let's see. How can you loop the music in the live? Well, so the background music that is playing. So if you're using the background music, for example, let's show you, you can turn it on to loop or turn it off to loop. So here's the studio again. As you notice here, background music. By the way, everybody has background music. So all you have to do is scroll all the way down in your brand tab. And at the very bottom, you'll see background music. Right here, you can turn on the loop or turn off the loop. So if you don't want it to restart the song after, I think these are each a minute long. If you don't want them to restart, then you would turn off the loop. I always keep the loop on, and it just loops, and that's the way it works. But if you wanted to turn that off, you would. Now, as of right now, you cannot upload your own music into the StreamYard studio. That is possible to change in the future. We have had a lot of requests for that feature to be adjusted so that you can update your own music into the studio, which would be super great. Again, you have to make sure you have the proper usage rights to use that music in order to do that. But as far as that, hopefully that helps with what you were asking. Okay, let me see if I got a couple more questions related to today's topic. And then I want to jump in and show everybody how to make some videos. We're going to talk about some scenarios, right? Blessing, how can I migrate from free plan to business plan? Well, if you want to go to the business plan, then you want to go to our website and just schedule a call or a demo with one of our business sales associates. There are a few tiers before the business plan. So free, basic, and then professional. Basic gets you a lot of features. Professional gets you a few more features. And in addition to being able to stream at 1080, the business plan has additional features as well. So if you want to actually do the business plan, you just need to schedule a demo and they will go through it with you and help you decide which plan is best for you. Maybe you do need the business plan or maybe you don't. So there's a lot of reasons why, you would do it the other. Okay, so this is cool. So setting up the video clips to play sequentially one after the other without needing to click. That's pretty fun. Okay, so that makes total sense. And now I understand what you were saying. That would be a cool feature, actually. I think you should submit that to the feature request because I could see where that would be pretty useful, to be honest with you. So I definitely think that's a really cool idea for you to do. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to see if we have any more questions, and I am going to then jump into talking about some ways that we would use this looping video, right? So let me just catch up on comments really fast. Okay, let me see. Oh my gosh, the comments keep jumping from me. Okay, I think I am caught up. Okay, all right, so here is what we're going to do. Jay says, you wouldn't happen to have a link to the StreamYard suggestions available, would you? So Jay, all you got to do is go to the StreamYard.com/contact. You're going to see a button to contact. Send your feature request through that form. That is the best way to make it happen. Okay, 21st century, because normally I don't do this when people keep repeating questions. You can't. It's a limitation to mobile phones, sharing your screen on a mobile phone. So that's why it's not a StreamYard limitation. It's a mobile phone limitation that you wouldn't be able to do that. So there you go. Okay. Let's see. Okay, cool. So let's jump in. I want to talk further. So some scenarios about why you would use this looping video. One of the ways that you might use the looping video is if you have a video to start your stream that does not have a countdown timer on it, meaning like an actual clock that's counting down, but maybe just a starting soon, and you want some animation and some fun stuff happening in that video. Maybe it's sort of like a sizzle reel that you have that you want to kind of loop around. So you might use this to start your stream. For example, we start our shows, oftentimes we will display the overlay of the thumbnail, right? So we'll have the thumbnail showing, we will start there, and then we will go into the countdown timer video. Now, I could make this particular overlay a little bit more exciting and use some animations and just let it sort of loop. I will actually show you how we might do that, and you could use it that way. So the reason why you would want to loop it is because, again, maybe it only needs to be about 5 or 6 seconds because it's just some short animation and then it's going to repeat, right? And if it does that, then the next step would be it would go away. But if it's on loop, then it's going to keep going. It's going to give you however much time you want before you say, all right, I'm ready to go live, whether it be 30 seconds, a minute, or whatever, right? So that's one example that you might use it for. Another one, which I love, and I think everyone should have this, is a be right back screen. So sometimes you just need to be right back. Sometimes you need to blow your nose. Sometimes you need to go answer the door because FedEx is here delivering your brand new camera and you have to sign for it and you don't want to lose it. You want to send them away. Sometimes your kid jumps in and needs your help. All kinds of things could distract you and you might need to just say, everybody, I need to be right back. Technical difficulties. You want to just display that be right back screen up to give yourself, your audience, let them know you're coming back. Because if somebody arrives in your stream and they come to a blank page like that's not very exciting. That's kind of like the whole like, uh-oh, what's happening? But if it says be right back, then they're like, oh, cool. I'm going to hang out here and see what's going on. And I'm going to see what she's got to talk about today. So it's just a little bit more engaging. Again, you're adding a little extra sizzle, a little extra pizzazz to your stream. So I definitely recommend you have a be right back screen. So actually, let me, I didn't put it in there yet. Yeah, I did. For example, a be right back screen while on loop could look like this. There you go. So let me take that banner down. So this is a be right back screen. This is actually a video file that is looping. It's very short. It's not a long video file, and it is actually looping using that looping feature. Now, it doesn't have any audio, which is why you can still hear me talking. So if you really did need to be right back and you didn't have any audio with your file, then you would need to, make sure you mute your mic. So that is how that works. How fun is that? It's a 10-second video, by the way. This is a 10-second video, and it is on loop right now. And you can kind of see when it loops because the text animates away and then it comes back. So like that. It kind of goes away and then it comes back. So that is a be right back screen that I created in Canva. It's a 10-second video and it's on loop. So there you go. Super, super, super fun, super easy. So you can obviously make all kinds of these and it's a lot of fun. So, okay. Let me see here. I want to check on the comments. Ooh, that's a good idea. So Joanne Benko says, I want to make a video loop with my logo sewing out in stitches. I know how to make it, just need to use it with my show. That's a super fun idea. I love as a just sort of getting started soon, having some sort of cool animated, video that, heck, if you know how to do it, that's very impressive, by the way, that you can make it happen. You could also go to sites like Fiverr and others and have pretty inexpensively have some pretty custom video clips made for you with your logo, as long as you can provide them with the right, file type. So it's Kashini says, could use it when taking a small break. That's the other thing. So some of you have really long streams. So oftentimes, there will be people that will literally have 3-4 hour streams. You probably need to take some breaks, whether it be, a break for yourself, a break for just to eat a snack, or just, maybe you're doing a live streamed seminar and you have multiple speakers or multiple panelists that are coming in. You might want to take a break in between each of those segments. And when you do that, having some sort of animated we'll be right back or be back shortly, that's kind of looping, again, just provides a little extra sizzle and a little more production value. So you could totally use this as taking an actual break. The other thing you can use this for is if you have certain prompts that you want to give your audience. Let's say maybe, you're teaching them something and you're saying, all right, everybody, we're going to take a 5-minute break. I want you to open up Canva and I want you to create this video. And when I come back, I'm going to show you how to upload it and use it. That's just like an example, right? Well, when you're off screen while everybody's doing their assignment, you could create one of these videos and have it displayed and have it be looping, right? And so I love this idea. I mean, there's so many ways you can use the looping video feature. You can have audio files, you can have audio going on with it, whether it be music that's playing. Again, you have to have the copyright. You have to have the license to use the audio in your file. Or, you could just be running through some things in the video. So there's a lot of creativity, a lot of ways you can do it. Again, beginning of your stream, you can use it as a be right back screen. You can also use it as, it's Kashini said, as a break. It's like, hey, we're gonna take a 5-minute break, or, next session starts at 11:45. Just you could do whatever you want. You could actually have the banner at the bottom saying that, and then you just use some cool video that's just looping, that's peaceful, right? Again, I'm gonna show you some cool examples of using Canva, which is one of my favorite tools to use. You can use all kinds of other tools to create these video files and have a lot of fun with it. So, okay, let me see here. Yes, or sometimes you have someone bring you lunch because you are literally about to pass out because you're so hungry and you need to make sure as soon as your stream is over, you can eat. Or you put a be right back screen on and you eat your sandwich really fast. Because Gary remembers the time when, yes, my significant other, literally, I was like, can you please bring me lunch? I'm going to die. And he did. He brought it and it was like midstream. And I'm like, thanks, babe. And he brought me my sandwich and it was really pretty funny. So it was a comical moment in the StreamYard stream. So definitely fun. I think it's hilarious that you remember that, Gary. I love it. Okay, let me see if I've got other questions. I think that, okay, so 21st Century Superhuman said, how did you put the letters in the Be Right Back on the Be Right Back video? I will show you actually here in just a moment. It's super awesome. That's a great idea. So Alvin has a great idea. He says, one can also do a video loop featuring one's channel, like a channel promo loop. Yes, I totally love it. So for example, maybe you have we did a video a while back. I talked about using the video clips for like live stream transitions, basically transitions between segments of your stream, right? Like, all right, now it's time for Q&A. And then you have some sort of cool, fun thing that plays and you use it as transitions, right? I did an entire stream about that. You guys loved that stream. It's on our YouTube channel. So the one about video streams, it was an Ask StreamYard show. And so yes, you could totally now with the loop feature, you could do a short, just again, like I talked about, some sort of looping kind of like commercial feature thing that just repeats itself, right? Like this. Do you like that when I do that? That's like my visual for repeating itself. I don't know. It's just the way I talk with my hands. I do. I talk with my hands. But I love that. That's a really great idea, Alvin. I'm really glad that you shared that. Yeah, Bowling with the Fef says, I've done live streams at tournaments. Be Right Back screen videos are great for between games before final results are known, etc. Yeah, in fact, Bowling with the Fef, you could actually, so Be Right Back is one thing, right? But you could literally be like, if you know what those games are, or if you know what's coming, you could create unique videos for each thing. So like one of your videos could be, stay tuned for final results. And it's looping instead of Be Right Back, right? So lots of fun stuff. You probably already do that. That's like, you could just get really, really, really creative with it all. Well, Chad Smith Podcast, I'm super excited that you're here. First time watching. Welcome to the show. We're live every Friday at 11 a.m. Super fun. Yes, inspirational pictures would also be great. Absolutely love that idea as well, Joanne Benko. Jason Riley says, have they made it where playing video can take off overlay? Right now, the video is on top of any overlay that you have displayed. So for example, let me show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to display the good old, the OG StreamYard overlay. Everybody has this in their account. Let me turn this off really quick. So everybody has this in their account. I love this thing. I don't know why. I love it. It kind of takes me back. It's nostalgic for me. Takes me back to when I was first using StreamYard. And I was like, that is so cool that you can make overlays like that. And then I made my own overlay and pretty much made it look exactly like this, except it had my picture here, it had something else here, and then it had my logo down there. But I literally kind of like just copycatted it. And I loved it. But, okay, so this is an overlay. So I have an overlay displayed. Now I'm going to click a video. So I'm actually going to click a video and you're going to see that the video displays over the overlay. Yeah, on top of the overlay. So you won't see the overlay or me or the logo anymore. So this is what it's going to look like. There you go. So that is the video. Now comments, as you can see, remain. I believe banners also remain. Okay, so comments and banners are on top. They're on the very top. Oh, it's on loop. They're on the very top layer. Then it's video, then it's overlay, and then it's your camera feed. Okay, so whatever's in your studio, your camera feed or your shared screen or whatnot. Then background is behind that. So if we were, that's actually a really good idea to do a visual that shows that. Christian, if you are still watching, that's such a cool idea, I think, to do a visual that shows kind of how the layers work for the different graphics and stuff. So to your question, there isn't a way to do that. So I'm not totally sure what you meant, Jason, when you said, have they made it where playing a video can take off the overlay? Oh, I know what he's referring to. I know what he means. What he means is, like what I do often when I start the stream is I will start the stream and I have this displayed. I'll have like my thumbnail displayed, and then I play the countdown. And then when the countdown's over, the overlay is still there because I haven't turned it off yet. So great. Now I know what you mean, Jason. No, that's not currently a feature. And I think that's probably on purpose. And I think it's probably best because a lot of people, sometimes it's hard because half the people probably would want it that way and the other half would not necessarily want it that way, right? So, but it's a great thought. But no, they haven't made that a feature yet. Okay, let's jump into, we're going to talk about, okay, I got a 21st century. We're talking about looping videos today. If you have other questions, hop over to our Facebook group. In fact, if you have questions in general that aren't about looping videos, then definitely hop over to our Facebook community, get in there, and you can ask all those questions, and you can get all kinds of help all the time from our support team, from StreamYard users, or just the amazing, awesome people that are in there. There's so many great people in that community. So you can definitely get your questions answered if you hop over to the group. So let's keep our questions related to today's topic for this stream so we can stay on topic, right? So, okay, let me see. Making sure I don't have any other questions. Oh, there you go. Joanne says that maybe I'm more sincere because I talk with my hands. I think I'm a pretty sincere person. I'm also really animated and I get really hyper. So not sure what that says. Okay, let's jump in. I just gave you a few examples. Another example of the looping video would be the thank you for watching screen. This is actually a really great way for you to close your stream. Sometimes I find it to be awkward. I always recommend when you close a stream, you either remove yourself and display the overlay or something at the end, or what I like to do is I play a thank you for watching video. And so that kind of just makes the transition of the show being over, it just feels a little bit more natural because honestly, when you don't use something like that, you're like, okay, everybody, thank you. And then you got to go over to the big red button that says end broadcast and you got to look at it, you got to click it. And then it's like 3 or 4 seconds still and you're still on screen and it's sort of that like awkward, okay, thanks. And then you're like, or some people don't realize they're still on screen for 3 or 4 seconds and they're like, man, okay. Whew. And that's the end of their stream. I've seen that. I've seen it a lot. So when you end with a video, like a thank you for watching video, it just lets you just be like, you get it, you kind of get it, you hover your mouse over it, you're ready to go. And you're like, okay, sweet, this is going to be easy. And then you're like, all right, I got this. And then you, I was going to show you, hold on. Okay, going back into the studio here. So what I mean is like, for example, I'll go down. I always got to remember not to scroll so fast when I'm sharing my screen because it makes everybody dizzy. Right here is a thank you for watching video. You know what? I am not going to play that because that has music with it. And I don't want to play that because the music is not, I don't have the rights to play that music. So, dang it, I should have thought of that before. So here you have it. So we got the thank you for watching. It does have music with it. If it didn't have music, I'd show it to you, dang it. But anyway, it's so much easier to play that at the end. So you just cue it up, you're on screen, you cue it up, you have it ready, you scroll down and you're like, all right, everybody. and you just hear you, thanks for watching, and you just click your mouse, and then it will right away play that thank you for watching video. So I really like, that's how I like to end my streams. Of course, you can also end them by having a thank you for watching screen as your background, which we often do here, but the video is way better. Now, here's the issue with the video. If your video is only 15 seconds, let's say, you have to make sure that you are ending your broadcast or whatever before that 15 seconds is up. Or you can just put it on loop and you don't have to worry about it. How about that? So that's kind of why I love the idea of a thank you for watching video as well to use at the end of your stream. So, okay. Joanne says, I love your thank you for watching video. It's nice to see last minute comments. That's also a fun thing about that thank you for watching is especially if you're streaming to YouTube, it gives you the ability at the end that have that like blank screen, if you will, where you can place the cards to direct your audience to go watch more of your videos. So when somebody's watching the replay of your stream, you can go into your YouTube studio and make sure that you are placing cards that say, hey, watch this, another related video or whatever, right? And so having that thank you for watching allows for that to happen and it not interrupt you what you're doing. It gives your viewer watching the replay an opportunity. So that's another good reason to do the thank you for watching video. So, and also I like to display comments of people saying, thanks, great show, appreciate it, see you next time. I always like to display that stuff because you want that engagement all the way to the end of your show. You definitely want that. Jennifer Tislerix, love it when she shows up. She always has so much value to offer. She said, we just had some outro videos created for our shows. Can't wait to use them. We had a few intros created too. That's exciting. So outro videos as well. So I mentioned the thank you for watching. A lot of people like to use the outro video, which is kind of like that outro commercial. I don't know if you'd want to loop that commercial or loop that video depending on the content. So if it is truly like almost like an outro commercial, you probably wouldn't want to loop it, but some you could think about it when you're designing it and creating it. You could say, I would love to loop this. So you just design it and you put the content in a way that makes sense to loop. So no big deal there for sure. So Joanne says, so you are behind the scenes putting comments up on the screen during the thank you video. Yes, I absolutely am. So I am basically still in the studio and I am there clicking on those comments inside StreamYard, displaying them while my thank you video is playing. So I am still engaged right here, still actively producing the show and displaying those comments, and they are displaying over the video that's playing. So yes. I saw another. Ooh, that's a good idea. So the Chris and Sandy show, when I'm getting ready to close the screen, I click the red button for the pop-up, then scroll over the button, and all I have to do is click as I end the show. So yes, when you click the red button to end the show, it doesn't end it. It basically says, are you sure you want to end the show? And so he clicks that first so that he's only making one more click. That's super smart when you're ready to make that show go away, right? Let's see here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you Canva. Let me minimize this. Let me grab a hold of another browser. I had Canva open, but I guess I closed it by accident. So again, you can use all kinds of tools. Canva is just one that I have used for a long time, so I find it to be very easy to use. I love using it. So first, what we're going to do is in Canva, I'm going to show you, I should show my screen, huh? In Canva, just go to video, also presentation. There's a lot of animations and a lot of automatic like templates built for presentations that include video. So these are the two places I recommend you start. So let's just go to video, right? And when you go into video, you're going to get all these different options, lots of options. In fact, check it out. Look at that. Oh, there's a template right there for thank you for watching. Lots of stuff. This is super fun. How fun would this be? And then just let it loop, right? How fun is that? So like all you have to do is we're going to go in here. We're going to change, let's see, the stream. Oh my gosh. Learn to type with your broken finger. Am I on caps? Oh, we're just going to do it. The StreamYard news show, right? Whatever. And then we'll go like this. We'll make it 2 lines instead of 1. Why is it doing that? That's weird. It doesn't usually do that. Sometimes Canva can be a little finicky. Okay, so we've got it. You get the gist, right? You can actually click on these elements. You can you can literally do whatever you want here. You're just starting with the template. That's it. You can go over here to elements. You can add your logo. You can do all kinds of stuff. Let's go ahead and do a live element. Let's do this. There you go. So now we got like a little kind of live thing going so that it's sort of exciting like that. Okay, literally this is the video. Now, what you're going to see is all these are set to animate. All this stuff is already set. This element right here is what's called a sticker. That's a sticker inside of Canva. This background is probably a video file. So if I were to try to export this as a GIF file, I almost guarantee it is going to be larger than 3 megabytes. So again, all we have to do here, and if I want that text to stay up longer, so if you watch, it's going to, remember, think ahead, in StreamYard, it's going to loop. You can, of course, change it to be longer if you want. We're going to leave it the way it is. All you're going to do is you're going to download that file. Download. And as that's downloading, I'm going to check on you. Ooh, that would be cool. Right now, there's not. Mark, that's a really cool idea. He says, is there a Canva/StreamYard resource that has templates we can access? There are all kinds of templates on Canva. Like I'll show you in a sec how to search and you will find some really cool things. Bloopers. That's a good idea, Gary. He says, I think everyone would enjoy seeing a looping video of bloopers at the end of the show. Very, very fun. That would be actually super fun. Okay, the file is ready. Okay, so here I'm going to show you from start to finish how to make this happen. So open the StreamYard Studio back up, go back to share my screen. So I have it ready. I'm going to add the video clip. Okay, I'm going to find it. There it is. It's going to upload in. And then I am going to make sure, let's go back to this one. Oh, why didn't I upload it? I should have uploaded it to this studio. But this is, you basically get the same gist here. No, you don't. Let me upload it here. I uploaded it. Okay, actually, hold on a second. Let me upload it here so you can actually see what this thing looks like. But you upload the video clip as I just showed you, right? You're gonna make sure you check mark the loop video as I showed you earlier in the show. And then when it's time, you're gonna go ahead and play. Hold on, I have to double check something because sometimes, every once in a while, one of these clips comes with audio. This one does not. Okay, good. Whew. All right, so now that we're ready, this is what this is going to look like on loop. So there it is. That's the news bulletin. And it's going to refresh right now and go right back, right? So again, how fun is this as you're like, all right, everybody, we've got breaking news. Today, we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest features in StreamYard. That is the latest and greatest features in StreamYard, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we're going to be talking about. So let's get into it. There you go, right? So, I mean, it was really corny, right? But anyway, you get the gist. So I showed you in Canva real quick. Now let's look at some other Canva stuff too. All right, so that was that one. Now let's go back. Let's create a presentation. Presentations, as I mentioned, have a lot of options for you. So there are actually quite a few fun presentations in there with already templates that are selected for you. So for example, this one right here has all these different things. That one doesn't have videos. Some of them have videos and some of them don't. For example, this one right here, right there. That is a super fun one that will automatically loop and loop very beautifully, right? The other thing that you can do inside Canva is you can just simply search. YouTube is a great place to search. And when you do that, you're going to see all these things. Look at that. Welcome. Lots of fun stuff. These are all thumbnails. It looks like most of them. There's one. Welcome to my channel. So if we click on that and we use this, all we have to do is change it and customize it. But look, it's going to have this triangle that's going to do some fun stuff. So you don't have to like come up with your own design. Start with these templates and then again, design it, customize the stuff, add a few elements of your own, and then upload it into your StreamYard Studio and turn on loop. Super, super, super easy to use. There are so many templates on Canva, and all you have to do is search around, poke around a little bit, and you can design them for fun. Now, let me show you something else that I talked about earlier that I also want to point out that you can do. You can also take your thumbnails and you can animate your thumbnails and turn those into videos as well. So let me just check this out. Okay, so here is a thumbnail. This is all static. Okay, I'm gonna animate this. So all I have to do is click on animate. Let's do like we'll do like this. How about that? We'll do that one, and I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Ooh, no, I want that to pop right there. And then I'm gonna click that. I'm gonna let that appear. Yeah, and then me, let's do a pan. Is that what I wanna do? Do I wanna breathe? No. Pop. Oh, I can tumble in too. All right, let's pop. So I'm gonna pop. All right, so now I have an animated file. Watch. There it is. That's what it's gonna do, okay? So that's my thumbnail. So we talked about how we start these shows, you know, and a lot of times I'll display the thumbnail as I get the show started. Well, take that exact same thumbnail that you use to schedule your stream, and why not give it a little extra pizzazz, a little extra sauce? You can actually go into Canva and animate it as well. Now, that's if you designed it in Canva, of course. So this is why I love using Canva, because it's so versatile. You can do so many cool things. Now, let's go ahead and go back to Canva. So I'm going to export this page 1, download. I'm going to export it as an MP4, and I'm just going to export page 1, okay? Right there. So we're going to download that file. And as that's downloading, I'm going to check on the comments again. Hello, Annette. Glad you are here hanging out with us. Let me see if I have any more questions. Da, da, da. There are actually some really fun templates on Canva for some fun, I don't know. I think it's also a really great way to get inspiration on what you might create. So for example, the whole welcome to my channel, like maybe you were like, oh, I never even thought about that being my intro. Okay, the video's ready. Okay, I'm gonna upload it in so you can see, we're gonna see what this looks like. I've actually not used this yet as a looping thing. So we're gonna do this together for the first time. We're gonna see what this animated thumbnail is gonna look like as a looping video. Let me find it. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so again, normally what I would do, I should have done the version. Let me do this. Let me see if I have it. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to, hold on. I want to actually, let's see if I can find that thumbnail, and I'm going to show you the difference of what it looks like. And, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, animated versus not animated. Okay, so this is normally how I would start the stream. I would start it with this static thumbnail, just blank, there it is, not much to it, blah, 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 blah. And then I would go into the countdown. Okay, so there you go. That's what it looks like. Just simple, straightforward, not moving, not animated. But what if instead I did this? I mean, now that I see like the animations that I chose, it's probably not what I would recommend. I'd probably go with something a little bit more smooth, but you get the gist, right? So like you can also take your thumbnails, animate them, turn on the loop feature and upload it as a video. And it's like super fun, right? Way more fun than just that boring static image, right? So again, another example about what you can do and how you can take this feature, this looping video feature, and use it to start your streams, to play things midstream, to take breaks, to say, be right back. And then of course you can use it as a thank you for watching screen as well. So I love it. Absolutely. Super excited about the feature. I definitely want to see you guys use it as much as possible, even if you want to share some breaking news for your stream. So I just think that so many of you have so many creative shows, and you can start to get creative with these transitions. But now with the loop, it lets you create some really high quality, just kind of things that are just going on, and you don't have to like design the perfect video. You can just create these looping videos. So that's what I wanted to show you. So today, this was the episode where we talked about the looping video feature inside StreamYard. And in the beginning of the show, I showed you what this feature is, how to use it, why it's important. Then we went through some examples about how you can use it. And then I just showed you how to use Canva to create your own little videos that you would use to do a looping video. Now, the only other thing I wanted to show you, one more video type, and that is going to be Joanne Banco kind of had a really cool idea, and she talked about inspirational photos. So I do think that if you go into the templates, you're going to see all these easy, fun, like there's new templates being added all the time. As you can see, there's just a lot of things here. You can also just go to videos and you will find a lot of really cool styles of videos. So right there, let's do this one. Let's make it full screen. This is never going to export as a 3 megabyte GIF. It just isn't. And if you did, and if you rezzed it down, it would not look good. So something like this. So take a video and then just add your own text to it. Make it the appropriate color so that you can see it. We'll make it white and we're going to make it really big. And then we're going to fix my typo with my broken finger that hopefully in 2 weeks is no longer broken. Or at least I can get the pins out, yada, yada. So look, be right back. This is what it's going to look like. There you go. How easy was that? But the other thing you can do is you can actually go into the videos and you can find all kinds of stuff. So like ocean. Oh my gosh. Check that out. How pretty is that? Like, let's make that our be right back screen, right? Let's create some peace for some people, right? Right there. Look at that. So again, you can't do that. You cannot do this and turn it into a 3 megabyte GIF. You just can't. But you could make a cool video collage of soothing videos of oceans. Well, that one's not very soothing. That's like litter on the ocean. Here we go. We're going to do this. We're going to make it full screen. And we're going to add one more. We'll do this one. Look at that. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to delete this one. Delete. And now I'm going to see I have 3 different ocean views. Now these are all pretty long. If I don't want them to be that long and I want the clips to kind of be shorter, but I want them to loop, that's a fun video. Like this. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to download this video that's like a collage of videos. So I have all the pages. Download it. While that's downloading, check in on y'all. And while that's downloading, I'm going to go ahead and it makes me want to go to the beach. Me too. Me too. This is hilarious. Doug says, I have tried that exact video. Not even close to 3 megabytes. Totally true. So again, that 3 megabyte thing is really difficult to achieve when you're using nice, high quality videos. And a lot of those options that we have inside Canva are the higher quality. They're just not going to work because they're going to be too large and you're not going to be able to use them as a animated background or an animated overlay, which would be the 3 megabyte GIF. But you can use them as a video overlay using the loop feature. So let's do oceans. And then before I show this to you, I wanted to show you everybody where you can subscribe to product updates. So I'm not sure that everybody realizes this exists. There is a page called new.streamyard.com, which is a fantastic page. This is where you can learn about all of the recent updates because sometimes it can be hard to stay up. Now, you can also tune into Gage and Dan's town halls every Sunday night, which a lot of times is where they announce new updates. But if you miss that or you don't want to watch the replay, you can just simply go to this page right here and you're going to see all the updates. Looping video clips, there it is right there. It came out about a week ago. Also, it's going to give you like a quick little rundown. It's also going to give you a link to where you can go to the support page to learn more about it or even a blog post maybe that's been published. So check it out. New video player. Time remaining for video clips. We talked about this in the beginning of the show too, right? So this is where you can learn about all of the features coming out as well as maybe like just announcements or anything else. Now, the other thing that I think is fantastic, if we go all the way up to the top, check this out. subscribe to updates. You can either get subscribe to the email list to get those updates, get them in Slack, or subscribe to the RSS feed so that you don't have to keep checking back. You can actually just get notified when these updates come out. So I really wanted to show everybody that because I mean, I didn't realize it was there. I think I heard we were making it, but it's there and it's awesome. And it's probably been there. And I just probably missed a notification saying it was there. So super, super fun. So let me upload our Oceans because Oceans is ready. And, you know, as Joanne Benko, Sewing with Joanne Benko said earlier, you could do some inspirational videos or inspirational pictures and just kind of let it loop, let it be kind of soothing for everybody. You might do, if I were to do just a video like you're about to see, I would probably do something like, you know, enjoy these ocean views during our break. Okay, so I probably would do something like this. So I'm gonna pull this video up so you can see it. It's on loop. So it's about 22 seconds. So here are those ocean views. I'd probably put something like that up there and I would leave it. So you're going to see there's the other, oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done transitions in Canvas to make that a little bit smoother. It's going to go to the next one and then it's going to start over here in a few seconds. So now it's going to go back to the first one with the sailboats. There you go. So again, a super fun looping feature that you can use for your shows to turn those on. I love it. I mean, I just hope that you found it helpful. I hope you found this inspiring about how you might use the looping video feature. And if you're on the free plan, you can't use the video feature, but now maybe you are like, oh my gosh, I gotta have that. All you have to do is upgrade to the basic plan or the professional plan to get the custom videos, uploading your own videos into StreamYard, and then now using the looping feature so that you can kind of create some of these fun transitions and screens to start your streams or play things during the middle of your stream, and of course to end your stream. So just wanted to say thank you everybody for being here again. I love it. I will be back with you all next Friday. Let's try that again. Next Friday at 11 a.m. I will be here hanging out with y'all. Actually, I might have to do next Friday's stream a little bit later in the day because I am flying that morning. I may make it for noon. May have to make it for noon that day. We will see. But I'll be here next Friday. So you know why? That's another reason why you should subscribe to the channel, because sometimes I do have to go live at a different time. Sometimes we have pop-up live streams, and sometimes we just change our schedule because something just gets in the way, right? And so sometimes that happens. So make sure you're subscribed to us on the channel. You're following us on Facebook, wherever you want to hang out. And I hope to see y'all again next time for another show of Ask StreamYard. I'm going to pull up my static screen, but I'm going to be working on a new fun thank you for watching screen that's going to be a video that's going to be on loop for this show. But for now, it's just a static screen. But again, thank you everybody for watching. I super duper appreciate you. Have a great